Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you're having a great day. Got tongue-tied there for a second for some reason. La. Anyway, this will be your weekly reading for the week of May 4th through May 10th. I will try to be more clear and get my mouth around words today. And we will have a first quarter moon, and that will happen on the 5th or the 6th, kind of depending on where you are. And that could be a time where you feel impulsive and impatient, where your mind's very active, get a little frustrated, and, just get through that day, because then we move into the waxing gibbous. And that's a time for a deeper understanding and outlook, and just really a little more calm. You can get some things done and be a little flexible. So please keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Sagittarius. So, of course, please keep that in mind and leave what doesn't resonate and take what does for yourself. All right, overall message card here, Sagittarius, for this reading is hold your vision. All right, let's see what the Sagittarius Collective has going on for the week. As I'm shuffling, I would like to say, Sagittarius, that since my readings are free to you, all that I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button. And if you like the reading, that you hit the like button as well. So I will give you just a moment to do that right now. It's super, super easy. Just hit that button right there. And thank you so, so much. If you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and helping me build a community here. I'm noticing, some repeating people coming back, and I appreciate you. So thank you so much. All right, Sagittarius, May 4th through the 10th. Hold your vision. Let's see what you guys have going on this week. All right, Two of Swords. So holding your vision, but also sitting in a place where, kind of indecisive. You've got some things that you're thinking about, and you're not really ready to make a decision just yet, and that's fine. Some decisions take longer than others, so it's okay to sit and kind of ponder those things, to kind of weigh pros and cons. But your overall message there is hold your vision, because you definitely have an idea in mind. Okay, the situation is the Queen of Cups. So it looks like you've got something that's it's kind of an emotional decision to make. There are definitely some emotions, some and big emotions involved. As you weigh these decisions, let's see what else is going on here. At the root of your situation is the Two of Cups. So more cups coming in, and this could be something that, that involves someone else. Also, I'm seeing now that we've got two twos on the table. So, this is you're into kind of a new phase here. And when it's twos, this is it's something that you're into, something that's coming into you. As far as the cycle, you're just in a good place on your cycle. But so thinking about some things, at the root of it is, you may be discussing these emotions and things with a friend or with a family member. There's someone else that you're kind of involving with this discussion. So recent past is the Page of Swords. So coming into this as it's kind of a new thing for you, whatever this might be. The situation is, it's new. It's a new thing. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of being. And that's just in your recent past. Can't really avoid that. What is on your mind this week is the Seven of Pentacles. So you're thinking about seeds that you've planted, and now there's really nothing you can do. You're in the situation. You've planted these seeds, and you're kind of waiting for the harvest, for things to come to fruition. So, all right, interesting story here. Let's see where it goes. Just ahead of you this week is the Lover's card. So another, although that's not a card of two, I see that as a two with the two people that appear in that card. So now we're going to look up 222. But just ahead of you is the Lover's card. This is about coming together. This could be about a decision that you're going to make with your lover, with your spouse. It's something that's an emotional decision, but you're making it together and you're working together. So not bad there. Advice is be happy. Your advice is the Ten of Cups. So, whatever things you're pondering and whatever emotions, you're going to do the best that has the best outcome for, not only you and your spouse, but your family, and that's your advice, is to kind of keep that, how can you make the best decisions that makes, that's not only good for you, but it's good for everyone, right? That's what we're all striving to do, especially with your, if you're, in a family situation, it's not only about you, it's about what's best for everyone. So that's kind of what you're going to keep in mind. What is beyond your control this week is the Queen of Swords. So we've got the Queen of Cups with her emotions, but the Queen of Swords with her intellect. So, and I can see why, if you're in this place of indecision, and because your emotions are involved, but your intellect is involved, that's telling me that, your logic says one thing, but your heart says another. And you're just kind of sitting in that place where you're like, well, and maybe it's okay. You don't have to make a decision yet, but you're working that out, and you're letting your mind kind of go in those directions, which is fine. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is the King of Swords. So, we've got the Queen of Swords here, but the King of Swords is more about, this is the knowledge. This is the knowledge of that logic. And like, if the Queen is kind of representing logic and intellect on kind of a soft side, this is the harder side of it. So this is the hard truth of your intellect, Sagittarius. So, and are you trying to avoid that? Or is that your secret desire? That's going to be your big question this week, is what logical things, or are things of logic, are you trying to avoid those, or is it your secret desire to really go in that direction? So again, and this could be something that you're mulling over time. I'm not seeing a big decision quite yet. Let's look in your outcome. Is, yeah, you're going to take some of these thoughts and just get away with them. You're leaving some thoughts, but there's probably some that you're not even quite ready to share yet, and that's okay. Again, I don't see you making a big decision this week. And so just take your time, hold your vision, and take your time on making this decision. What's hidden from you is the Empress card. So this is our card of creativity. This is our card of harvest. This is, kind of building your world around you. This can be a card of pregnancy. This can be, but it's kind of hidden from you this week. And maybe, let's remember to keep that Empress energy, that creativity in mind, as you're making this decision that seems to be both very logical and also very emotional. Where does the creativity come in? Where does your, is there a creative vision that you have to kind of solve this problem that you're trying to work out here? So I'm going to say, look up angel number 222, Sagittarius, and see if that helps guide you a little more, as you kind of, you kind of go through this. Again, it's like emotion and logic, almost like they're fighting each other a little bit. So again, I don't see any big action on this week, but it's definitely on your mind. Let's see what the Soul Oracle deck says, Sagittarius. Live life to the fullest. Yeah, that's kind of our Empress here. She's definitely doing it. That's definitely in your advice position too. Live life to the fullest. And another card here, Sagittarius. Make better choices. Okay, so make better choices when you're sitting in this indecisive mode. Thanks, Soul Oracle deck. We're trying to make better choices. I'm going to say, Sagittarius, you're not making a decision on this week. So let things play out. Continue gathering information. Um, keep some of those thoughts, put some out. Some of them you can keep with you, but let this kind of unfold a little bit. Do hold on to your vision of what it is that you want, but let's just kind of see how things play out. That's what I'm going to say for this week. So, Sagittarius, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I do hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use. If you're comfortable sharing, of course, leave me a comment. Let me know what it is that you're going through. That helps me help you. I do post every week, so come back next week. We'll see if this energy continues or if there's something completely different for you next week. Also, if you like my reading style, of course, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel, and I appreciate that so, so much. So thanks again, Sagittarius. Good luck with this, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.